Hello, this is Richard from Marui FN5-7 Airsoft. This is a video on how to reassemble the Tokyo Marui FN5-7 magazine. We're going to start with the top section of the magazine, the top of the chassis. We're going to put the BB lip and the gas route seal back on. Each of these two here. You can place the gas route seal inside of the BB lip. Make sure that it's nice and flush there and there, so that it's properly inside the BB lip. And then we're going to put it back onto the top of the chassis here. You need to line up these two holes, squeeze it back in. Once the two holes are lined up, we can now put the pins back in. On the FN5-7 magazine, the pins aren't directional, but it's always good practice to hit pins out as per the manuals. So in this particular case then, we'll hit it in from right through to left. Just got the two pins here. I like to use a little rubber hammer here. Just so you don't overly mark anything. Just make sure that it's flush. Same as that one there. You can just run your finger across each side just to see if it's flush. One there could go in a tiny bit extra. You can use the same pin punch tool you used to hammer it out, just to go in a little more. Cool. Okay, now we've got the BB lip and the gas route seal on, so we're going to put in the gas exit valve next. Now when you're putting these back in, they only use the pressure of the O-rings to form the seal, so you don't want to crank it up overly tight, just nip it up like so. Next, what you want to do is put the O-ring back on. That just forms around like that. Okay, so that's the O-ring back on and the gas exit seal there. Out of the way. So next what we're going to do is put the top back onto the chassis here, magazine chassis. We're going to need to put in the base plate release catch, which slides in like so. And then the BB follower spring. And you can use your finger to hold it down. The BB follower and the lever here is already assembled, so we're going to line that up, the lever, with this notch here. So we're going to put this into the spring, feed it into the hole, and then use our finger to hold it down. I'm going to put the top of the magazine on. Feed it down. Using our fingers just to keep that BB follower in. Squeeze it down onto the top. Then the top here is held on by the securing screw which goes through the bottom. Now when you put the securing screw on, make sure that you've got the washer and the O-ring on there. I'm going to feed him in. Just start that off, and then we're going to use a crosshead screwdriver just to tighten that up. Now this one does have to be done up quite tight because it's the only thing that's holding the top section on and causing a decent seal. So make sure you use the correct size screwdriver, otherwise you're going to round it off. There we go, nice and tight. And then next what we're going to do is put the gas inlet valve back in, and we do this with the X valve tool again. Again, we don't want to wind it in there very tight. It just nips up like that. The last thing to put back on is we slide down this base plate release catch, and then we slide the base plate on in that direction like that. There we go. And that is the reassembly of the Tokyo Marui FN5-7 magazine. Thank you.